Hi everybody, I'm Carmen Dellutri from Dellutri Law Group. What we're talking about today is what to expect during your meeting of creditors. In the last video we discussed what to do to prepare for the meeting of creditors. Today, now we're at the meeting of creditors, and here's what I want you to do. I want you to show up a little bit early. I want you to look for your attorney. Now with our firm, you're either going to see myself, David Lampley, David Fineman, or Joe LoTempio at your meeting of creditors. If you don't know who we are, go to our website, look at our pictures, familiarize yourself with our backgrounds. All of us are more than capable of handling your meeting of creditors. And usually, you'll see the bankruptcy trustees kid around with us if one of us hasn't been there in a while, saying, oh, why are you here? So you understand all the attorneys are there. We're there representing our clients. The bankruptcy trustee and us have a good reputation together. We've known each other for a long time. But that doesn't mean we would compromise your case for anything. Now, when you get to the meeting of creditors, first thing I want you to do, meet with your attorney. If you have any questions, you want to talk with your attorney right there about them questions and try to get those answers right away. If you're running a few minutes late, you may have to talk to the attorney afterward. That's perfectly fine too. Just make sure if you do bring questions, write them down so you don't forget anything, because we want to make sure we answer all the questions there. While you're sitting there, you can listen to the trustee ask those questions of the person before you, or the person who's going before you in their meeting of creditors. The one thing you won't see at the meeting of creditors is creditors. They're not obligated to attend, so it's not like you're going to walk in and have to face a sea of your creditors. So I don't want you to worry about that. What I do want you to worry about is just being able to answer questions. So I want you to be calm, because you know your name, you know your social security number, you know where you live, you know who you work for, and you know if you've listed all your assets, if you've listed all your debts. Have you listed whether or not you sold property in the last 2 years, and whether or not you've actually given away any assets, or if you're still employed at the same job? These are the types of questions that they're going to ask you. So that's why I want you to be ready to answer the questions, but not worried about it, because they can't ask you anything you don't know about. For example, if they ask you if you forgot to list a boat in Texas that you own, and you don't know the answer, well, the answer is going to be no, because you don't own a boat in Texas. If you had owned a boat in Texas, it would be listed on the paperwork. So I don't want you to worry about things like that. But listen to the questions and ask. And if you don't know the answer to a question, you can always say, I don't know, or I have paperwork at home that I can provide you that'll give you the answer to that question, but I don't know the answer right now. So don't be afraid if you can't answer a question. It's okay. It's not a trick and it's not a test. I just want you to do that, and then when you're done, you walk out the door, take a deep breath. Commonly, after the meeting of creditors over, we go outside, we talk about what was said, your answers, and if there's anything that needs to be followed up on. But the overwhelming response I get from my clients is, that was it? Yeah, that was it. Well, I didn't sleep last night. I was so worried about this. I had, anxiety about this. And that was it. Yeah, that was it. So, from my perspective, the meeting of creditors is pretty simple. You get it done and you move on. And then we move on to the next phase, is what happens after the meeting of creditors. Thank you for watching. If you would like more information on this topic or any others, please feel free to contact us for a free 30-minute consultation.